Simi Valley is 40 miles north of the city of Los Angeles and was once inhabited by the Chumash Indians. The name Simi comes from the Chumash word Shimiji, meaning Valley of the Winds. It should have come from the Chumash word meaning hot. The average temperature from April to September is in the high 80s to mid-90s. The set of Little House was built on the Big Sky Ranch in the Tapo Canyon Hills north of Simi Valley. Boy, was it spread out. I can't begin to count the times I walked, or ran, up and down that road to the Little House, and even more back and forth around the town of Walnut Grove sets. The makeup, hair, and wardrobe trucks were always parked up the hill and far away, not to mention our dressing rooms and bathrooms. It's just a good thing that the Ingleses were a poor family, so we didn't have to change wardrobe too often. We didn't have that many dresses. We did have pinafores and the dreaded bonnets, though. I really hated my bonnet. Wearing a bonnet must be akin to wearing blinders if you're a horse. No peripheral vision. And it makes weird dents in the hair, too. Our sleeves were always supposed to be long and buttoned, but neither Melissa nor I seemed to like that very much. We almost always had them rolled up between scenes, driving both wardrobe and continuity crazy, always having to remind us to roll them back down before shooting. We either had to wear the real cotton stockings with horrible elastics that cut off circulation, or, as long as the camera couldn't see them, tights. Tights were it for me. They were much more comfortable, but in the summer, hot. And the custom-made black boots were on fire in the summer as well. A few days before we started shooting our first episode, we were to take publicity shots on our new sets in Simi Valley. I was so excited when I woke up that morning. I ran into the bathroom, took one look in the mirror, and stopped dead. I couldn't believe my eyes. My face was covered in hives. I was horrified. What was I going to do? How could I take publicity pictures looking like this? I didn't want to go to work, but, of course, I knew I had to. All the way to the location, my stomach was tied up in knots. The drive out to Simi Valley seemed like the longest drive of my life. In the parking lot, I tried to keep my face turned away from anyone who passed. The van pulled up to take me to makeup. If the driver noticed anything, and he had to have noticed, he politely kept it to himself. When we reached the top of the hill, I jumped out of the van and ran to the makeup and hairdressing trailer. I climbed up the steps and looked inside. No one else was there but Alan Snyder, our makeup man. He took one look at me and his eyes opened wide. "What have you done?" "I haven't done anything," I cried. "I ate strawberries yesterday, but that's one of the only fruits I'm not allergic to." When I was about 7, I was diagnosed with many severe food allergies, on top of the many other allergies I already had: house dust, grass, pollen, etc. I was really panicked. All I could think of was Michael Landon coming into the makeup trailer to say hello, to welcome me, see how I was doing. He'd take one look at my face, and I'd be back in the van on my way home. I would be recast. These were the thoughts racing through my mind. Alan could see the panic in my eyes. "Oh, it's all right, Missy. I'm going to fix this. Sit in the chair." Missy was my nickname. When I was really little, I couldn't pronounce Melissa. I'd say Missa. Over time, that became Missy. So that's what everyone on Little House called me. It also distinguished me from the other Melissa. I sat in the makeup chair, and Alan began to work his magic. By the time he'd finished, my face looked fine. He'd done a great job of covering up the offensive hives, and just in time. My previous fears were realized when the door of the makeup trailer opened and Mike climbed inside. He smiled at me, welcoming me to my first day. I half expected him to catch Alan's eye like he knew some wizardry had been going on in that trailer. But that didn't happen, and Alan, of course, said nothing. Mike left, and I sighed with relief. We took lots of great shots. One really nice picture of Mike and me hangs in my hallway at home. It was a fun day and a good way to ease into this new adventure.
Para seguir escuchando este audiolibro gratuitamente, haz clic en el enlace de la descripción y podrás escucharlo completo sin coste gracias a la prueba de 30 días de Audible.